Hi, I'm Dr. Becca Boronat, a veterinarian with the National Shelter Medicine Team with Best Friends Animal Society. Today, we're going to talk about rescue disinfectant and sanitation protocol. Rescue disinfectant, it's the one we most commonly see during our shelter visits. Also, at 1 to 16 at 5 minutes contact time, is effective against parvovirus, panleukopenia, and calicivirus. Sanitation is a key process to prevent disease spread in shelters. Written protocols, staff training, and supervision are a must to ensure proper use of rescue and sanitation. Also, having a how-to signage with mixing instructions posted near the mixing areas is extremely helpful to remind staff how to do it. Let's talk about the dilutions. 1 to 16 requires 5 minutes contact time and should be used in areas considered of high risk, such as all housing areas with puppies, kittens, nearly unadmitted animals, and also with the ones you know have infectious disease, but also in areas with high inflow of animals, such as intake areas, clinics, and exam rooms. Now, 1 to 64 requires 5 minutes contact time, and it should be used only in housing areas where you know the animals are healthy and have been vaccinated, such as adoption areas if you have separation. Now, to ensure that the dilution you are using is correct, create a routine to testing the dilutions with precise rescue stripe, which are super easy to use. It takes about a minute and it can help you prevent disease transmission in your shelter. Add this stuff to your protocols. And if you use mixing a station, this step is so required, as the water pressure getting to these stations can change significantly throughout the day. Also, these stations, they must be calibrated from time to time. A very important thing to keep in mind is that rescue wipes need 5 minutes contact time to be effective against parvo, panleuk, and calicivirus. Rescue recommends storage for long term of rescue concentrate should be at a temperature between 59 to 86 degrees Fahrenheit. Use cold to lukewarm for dilution. Using hot water does not provide any advantage from a cleaning or disinfection perspective. The concentrate shelf life is of 3 years. Once diluted, it's of 90 days. Label your containers with dates so you can track it. Mixing old disinfectant with new can make the mixture too weak or ineffective. When the spray bottle gets low, empty the bottle, rinse it, allow it to dry, and then refill it. And remember, mixing different chemicals can be dangerous and might stop your disinfection from working right. This will lead to the potential of pathogens not being killed, but also increasing the risk of transmission between staff and animals. Sanitation involves the process of cleaning and disinfecting. Cleaning is achieved by physically removing organic material such as feces, food waste, hair, and other debris, and after that, applying detergent and scrubbing the area. Disinfection is usually achieved by applying a chemical, and in our case here, rescue, to a clean surface for a specific amount of time, aiming to eliminate most of the remaining pathogens, which are viruses and bacteria and others. Sanitation protocols should be reviewed during any disease outbreak. During this process, the order that you go from one housing area or from one enclosure to the next, it's important to mitigate disease transmission. We always must start from the cleanest area in your shelter, which is usually the adoption floor, and go into the dirtiest one. such as housing of animals with infectious disease. Within these areas, we must prioritize puppies and kittens over adults. Sanitation is also known as deep cleaning, and it's crucial to ensure animal health and comfort. Enclosures must be completely sanitized before being used for a new animal or when soiled. The process involves using any appropriate PPEs, removing the animal from the enclosure, remove all balls, cage furnishings, and toys, placing them in a designated area for disposal or sanitation. Pick up all visible organic materials such as food, feces, vomit, and to decrease the chances of disease spreading around the shelter, do not hose any of those down or even power wash them. Apply detergent and physically scrub all surfaces. Rinse with clean water. Use a squeegee if necessary to remove any pooled water. Apply 1 to 16 rescue dilution using a hose and foamer, a pump sprayer, or a spray bottle, thoroughly coating all surfaces, including both sides of the door. Allow those 5 minutes contact time. Remember, this is a wet time and not drying up time. Rinse again all the surfaces with clean water. Use a squeegee to remove any pool water again, or you can even dry with a towel. All of the areas that are in direct contact with the animal. Just remember, if we are using the same squeegee as you used before, it needs to be disinfected in between those two steps, or you need to use a new one. Reset the kennel or the cage and just return the animal to the enclosure. One question we get a lot is, what if we have ringworm isolation and parvo isolation? Which one should I clean first? Our answer is always to clean the more life-threatening disease last. So, even though ringworm can be easily spread around the shelter, it's unlikely that an animal will die from it. Now, parvovirus is a life-threatening disease. With that said, clean ringworm first and parvo last. When sanitizing an enclosure of animals that tested positive for parvo or panuk, the cleaning and disinfection steps must be repeated 3 times. All can be done in the same day and one after the other until it's done. The Association of Shelter Veterinarians Guidelines states that it is an unacceptable practice to spray enclosures with animals inside. And according to the rescue label, rescue is completely safe, non-toxic, and does not leave any active residues behind once surfaces are dry. So remember, animals must not get in direct contact with wet rescue. Not walking through it, not being returned to wet enclosures. I hope you enjoyed this presentation. On the right-hand side of your screen, there is a QR code to our sanitation playbook. And feel free to reach out. If you have any questions, just email us, sheltermedicine@bestfriends.org. Bye, thank you.